Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
All right. So now, why do most people find it difficult to dress well?
I have to tell you the truth. Fashion is expensive. You know, for you to look good, it doesn't come cheap. You understand? That is why a whole lot of our age mates are already delving into wearing native Monday to Sunday, because it's cheaper for them to buy and make native than trying to look sporty or trying to look flashy or wearing something sophisticated in terms of the Western wear. They are not cheap to come by. But at the same time, for those that are very conscious, that still do not have money, I've seen them put it together. Not everything. Price does not determine beauty. Anyway, I say that all the time. Price does not determine beauty. You can still put things together at a very cheap cost and yet look trendy and look very good. For example, personally, I could make shirts. I have shirts that cost me $10,000, and yet I still have some shirts I bought for $1,000. And believe me, at times I wear shirts I made for $10K and people will be admiring it even more than the one I bought for $1,000. You know, so like I told you, price does not determine beauty. So you know, fashion is something that if you have it, you have it. Nobody's coming to take it away from you. As I know you personally, I see you coming up with some beautiful clothes, and I ask you, how did you get it? The first thing you tell me, my brother made it, and I'll say, damn, they look so good. You know, that's what fashion is all about. It's all about you feeling good and you looking good. Once you feel good and you look good and you are comfortable in what you're wearing as well, then that's good enough. Then don't forget, there's kind of fashion clothes you have to wear that you must have the courage. You must have the courage and the courage to be able to carry it. It's not everybody that can wear sharp colors, for example. You know, if you don't have the courage to carry it, they might not just look good on you. You'll be walking, you'll probably wear it and be walking like an empty skeleton without putting your heads high.
Now, to dress well, how does one cultivate the habit?
Dressing well, to dress well to me is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's something that you get used to over time. If you're one that appreciates clothes, with time you get used to looking good. And once you start, it's so hard to stop. You know, then some people, because they are broke and they are poor, they might not be dressing as sharp as you want. But immediately things start improving for them and they start making money. That is when you see their true fashion sense. So like I said, money still plays a great part in how you look, because I mean, we see things we love every day, but what happens when you can't buy them? So for you to be very fashion conscious, you must equally be very hardworking.
So who is your best dressed Nigerian man?
We don't have any single best Nigerian man. Nigeria is a fashion conscious country where we have a whole lot of people that look good. I have friends that are very fashionable that I've never seen on any magazine before. Nobody has ever put them on him, and nobody even talks about them. But because I'm in the industry and I've seen them over the years, I know that they are very fashion conscious and very fashionable. For example, one man that stands out when it comes to fashion is a friend of mine called Yemi Ishola. He owns the fashion house called Formula on Awolowo Road. To me, he's one of the most fashion Nigerians, but nobody knows him because he's an introvert. He does not go anywhere. He sits home or in his office all the time. You rarely can see him in any gathering. But he's one of the most fashion-dressed Nigerians. But he just won. There are so many of them. Most recently, I admire Maya Tafo. I admire what Ebuka is doing. You know, I admire what Ebuka is doing. He's looking good. He tries to look good every day. But there are so many. We have people like Mofe Atake, who is a master in the game and he's been there for so long. There's no how we can talk about fashion without calling Mofia Atake. To me, as long as this country is concerned. There are so many. We have Musa Danjuma as well, that has over 60, going 70. To me, is still one of the best dressed Nigerians we see every day. You know, there are so many of them. There are so many of them. My friend JJ Okocha too, you know, has in most recent time been a very sharp dresser, because Yemi is behind him. Yemi Shola, like I said, is strongly behind him. So Yemi has brought out the best in him as well. There are just so many. I don't know where to start. My very good friend Charles Ahibe, he never gets it wrong. He tries to get it right all the time as well. There are so many. I don't even know where to start. Let's not forget about the little fashion guru, which is Korede Roberts, that owns the fashion house called Fusion. You know, you can never get him, you can't catch him unawares. He's on top of his game any day, anytime. And there are so many. I don't know where to start and where to stop.
Okay.
There are so many.
All right. Now, who is your best dressed Nigerian woman?
My best dressed Nigerian woman has to be. It's hard. But the most courageous of them is what's her name? Globe's wife, Nkira Numodu. Yeah, she is very, very courageous. She's not scared. She's not scared of anything. I followed her for more than 25 years, you know, and I won't lie to you. She is very bold, very courageous, and she has the charisma and the courage to carry what she wears. But I mean, she's not the only one. I love Lanre da Silva. I love Lanre da Silva. I've never met her before, but I follow her, and I think I've seen her a couple of times before. She's another woman that is always, she's so particular about looking elegant and exquisite, and she gets it right all the time.
Now,
I love Moabudu as well.
Okay.
I love Moabudu. I see her all the time, and I love the way she presents herself. She's always looking sharp.
Okay. Now, between our native and Western attires, where do you think people are putting more now?
People that are 40 above and 50 above are hitting the native. But you know, for those ones that are from 20 to maybe below 40, you can never, they still want to do their thing. You know, they want to express themselves fashion-wise. They are marrying Versace and Trossardi are meant for those people. You know? So it depends, the age bracket. But still, there are some people that are saying, oh, lest I forget, we cannot talk about fashionable people without mentioning John Obawayana. That owns Polo. Yeah. I've followed him for so long too. You can't catch him unawares. We still have to give it to him. Fashion cannot be discussed without the mention of John Obawayana.
Okay.
Men's fashion is fashion.
Okay. Now the coming of or the embracement, you know, of native attires, has it affected the Western attires in any way? I mean, being that you're in the
I mean, the Western the native attire is something that I personally welcome, because I mean, it's our own thing. We have to promote it. You know, we cannot continue. We have promoted the Western wears, as you know, for long. We've done all designer names in the past, starting from Armani, Versace, Trossardi, Vivienne Westwood, Versace. Mention it, Yamamoto. You know, we've done all the fashion brand. You know, it's high time we start promoting our thing as well, which I believe the native wear is equally welcome. And I won't lie to you, most recently we have a whole lot of people that are doing great work in terms of their native outfits. I love to use this opportunity to call up on a friend of mine, Moody. He's been able to stand out when it comes to native outfits, and I give him all the kudos.